Welcome to Graeme Games. My name is Graeme. This is a first look at Bounce Castle, a physics-based, turn-based roguelike game where you bounce your fantasy heroes around castle and other environments to beat your way through. I was immediately drawn to this game from the amazing art and animation stylings of Butspo from Newgrounds. I could recognize that a mile away, and it immediately just made me happy. I'm happy again now seeing it. Having only seen clips, never actually playing it, I do want to start with the tutorial and make sure I know what's going on here. Ah, what a beautiful day to be on patrol. Better look around for any danger. Moving your character, drag it back and release. Try to get to the white prediction line to end in the target area, then click to flick. So you have to select your kick first, and then that's only as far as you can go. That's about the max range. You look like an easy target. Guess again, Goblin. I'll strike you down in one shot. Select the strike ability to perform a melee attack. They will cause an effect on tokens you collide with, in this case dealing damage. So we're referring to these game pieces as tokens. Oh yeah, that's actually really nice. I wanted to be able to move around and inspect things. So strike within range. We'll just blast right in. Not a lot of health, pretty easy. Hey, I like that guy, you'll pay for that. I'll handle this one. Use the archer's shoot ability to kill the goblin. Shoot. Oh, this one, it doesn't really have like a range limit. It's automatically going to go that max distance, and there's no actual bouncing, but there was still the kick to move the archer into position. There's so much detail in that animation. It's so funny to make it a 2D detailed animation in this 3D space like that. Hey, thanks. Seems like those goblins just came from another battle. Right. There are more attacking the crystals. You go on ahead. I'll catch up. Victory, got a few different tasks to check off. Also just very fun, decorative, fantasy, generic environment around there. Leave those crystals alone. I like those. I love smashing these things. I like them more than you liked your goblin friend. No, stop. No, my crystals. Oh no, you destroyed it. I can feel the flow has been disrupted. When a flow crystal is destroyed, you will lose flow. Okay, so this isn't just a tutorial thing, this is like a key part of the game. When you have no more flow, you lose. Protect the crystals. Okay, so it's not just keep my heroes alive, I have to keep the crystals alive too. Now's my chance, I have to stop that goblin before he destroys another crystal. Are we gonna have to do a ricochet shot now? Enemies will move, then telegraph their attacks. Deal with enemy threats as best as you can. At the end of your turn, the remaining enemies will perform their attacks, dealing damage and destroying the crystals. It is now your turn. Use your character's abilities to deal with the enemies as best as you can, protect the crystals and your characters. Your characters have energy, shown here. Character abilities cost energy. Your character's energy refresh at the end of your turn. So, I have one move and then one attack. So I would probably want to position him just like right beside around the crystal. I don't want to get within his range just in case that directly matters. And then we'll punt him for an attack and try to not attack the crystal. I doubt that I can, but it's a little bit of a concern. Ha! Easy. Oh, nuts. This doesn't look good. Enemy portals, if left uncontested, will spawn a new enemy on the next turn. If I can disrupt one of that portal, I can prevent an enemy from coming through. Move your warrior on top of the enemy portal, then end turn. Any enemy portal with a token on it will be disrupted. And then just a general reminder on moving the camera around, which I already got taken care of. So it was on the enemy turn that if this is left uncontested, unchecked, then it will spawn something. Great. Everything looks safe here. I'd better go back on the other crystals. I feel like I'm reading poorly. I'm getting the majority of the words. Okay, so they always move one into position. Wow, actually having two spawning is quite a threat to have to deal with. Good thing you're with me. This looks like it'll be a tough fight. Right, but we just need to survive and protect the crystals until the enemies retreat. So basically same thing. Can I switch heroes? I can. In which case, I think what I want to do, actually, I how far... Okay, you can even see the predictive, like, ricochets, how that would pan out. I was wondering if I could get over to this guy and try and cover that at the same time as attacking him. I think that's too complex, not happening. So instead, I'm going to take the slightly longer path. I'll bounce off of him only a little bit. Okay, but he's out of range. That still knocked him away, so he's not going to attack the crystal. So that still did actually work as I wanted it to. And, okay, let's not get too fancy. We can just do a pretty straight up movement. And again, out of range with that little push, so that's good, right? But we're about to get another spawn happening. Neither of them were able to attack, it doesn't seem like. Okay. It took him a minute to decide. Oh, okay. The spawner is not recurring. So that spawned an enemy, and then it immediately created a new spawner. Like, it moved the spawner. Maybe it's considered the same, but now I can take an attack and then spend the next part of this turn. Maybe I spend this actually just blocking that. Let's just take that out of the environment so that that's not a recurring issue. You only have one shot left, so that'll be easy enough to end. You still have energy available. I think if I move off of that... Yeah, I think if I were to move off of that, it would reactivate and start spawning again, which I don't want. They did less... Okay, I have those 2 bars of health to track my health. There's 3 for this character. But that's not necessarily, like, reflective of 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 out of 4. It looks more clear when it's zoomed back in again. Wow, this is a bit of a pain, isn't it? Because how do I get in there and block that? I thought that would actually just, like, go away. I think I'm gonna rush in. Oh, you gotta be notably closer, don't you? Alright, well, I'm rushing in to try and just finish off this enemy. I know it'll take... Oh, I thought it would take 2. Well, that's great then. I probably should have just used my archer. Dang, yeah. Okay, I'm probably going to have to endure another spawn then. Although, I'm supposed to kill more enemies, so... And maybe that's all the spawners there's going to be. It doesn't appear that it's preparing to spawn an additional one, so... No real threat there, is there? Let's just shoot him out of range. That worked exactly as I hoped it would. There's a cooldown, so you can't immediately bust that back out. The amount, the range you can boot your guys across the field is pretty great. That's, like, quite satisfying. Survive 4 rounds. Is this gonna count? Because it seems like I'm overshooting. Gold standard, platinum tutorial coverage. Yeah, okay, that was 4 rounds. Tutorial complete. There's a Discord server, report bugs and that sort of thing. This opening sequence is so fantastic, and I actually love that because Butspo's art style is so distinct and so recognizable that you can have the simplicity of warrior, ranger, mage, and they will look like unique, distinct characters, even though they're, like, meant to be generic. And then robot with a stick of dynamite, I wouldn't mind taking them with me. That seems like that could be quite a wild ride. Unlockable teams, those are all coming later. And it seems like a combination of units. You unlock the entire team, not just individual units. I think it would be fun to be able to craft your own party. The Castle Guard, a classic and well-rounded team of heroes with good melee and ranged abilities. Achievements associated with that coming soon. There's only the forest for now, but then there is, like, presumably the bounce castle, and a little bit of, like, a wizard's tower or something, and then, like, an undead grave area. Oh, I can't even inspect them just to see. They have an archer, a melee unit, a big old slime with a spoon, and then more of, like, an elite unit. Pretty chill out there. Birds, breeze, and goblins. Wait, goblins? Ah! Get them out of here. Leave it to me. Oh my gosh, okay, having obstacles and things in the map, this is gonna be great. Okay, slime going for the crystals. these other ones going for me. This slime has grabbed a target. Deal it damage or hit it really hard to break the grab. If you don't break the grab, the slime will damage the target on its next turn. So similar threat in the sense that it's just going to be an attack and damage dealt. But generally it might end up worse. It could be more damaging than I'm expecting. All right, first things first. I want you out of range of the archer. I misclicked. I didn't mean to click at that exact moment. That was a mistake. Now I'm just going to try and push him away. That ricocheted much more than I anticipated that it would. That was quite exciting. Can I position myself on there? Yeah. That's what I want. Can I? That was perfect. Rediscover that. Rediscover that perfect bounce that positioned me here. Okay, try a different angle. Okay, now just less power. It's a straight shot. I'm overthinking it. There's a straight shot that can work. Come on. There we go. And now I wanted to position that so I can get the slime. And it felt like more of a guarantee that I would get it with a ranged character to disengage that. And now I haven't actually used. Gust, a blast of wind that pushes objects away. I don't know if I can push the crystals away to, like, protect them. I also don't know. I'll get both the goblins in this, which should be fun. Okay, they got swatted with the thing, but it didn't actually damage them. There's spikes and stuff that I think would have. But now I'm curious. There's like an upgrade on the field. And I definitely want to try and get to that. Can you get it? Yes, I got knocked into it, which is what I wanted, but I think it may have done damage to get knocked into it. So that might not have been really what I wanted after all. What, do you have extra energy than everyone else? Because you can still move again? That's not what I expected. Can I? I don't think I want to go, like, bump the goblin. Now I really don't know. There might be a few more combos and things that I need to be mindful of and preparing for. Okay, spawned in another slime. I think the game could do a little bit more to, like, draw attention to what is happening, because it zooms out and then things just kind of happen. And it would be nice if maybe the camera followed the most, or if that was toggleable even. A crystal was destroyed. Ooh, okay. Which one did they manage to get? Maybe there was one over there. I'm getting slimes latching on. What do I think this would be? Raised shield. That's like a pretty clear one in my mind looking at that. I think first things first, I can take them out. That's nice and easy. Next, I want to just boot this slime off of this crystal. They should hit the goblin behind them, and hopefully the goblin hits the spikes. That worked out splendidly. That is exactly how I wanted that to go. So next, let's shoot the slime to hopefully just put an end to that. They have a bit more health than I was expecting. So the grab is disengaged at least. At least that was stopped, I think. And oh no, I clicked off of the game. I was trying to wind up too far. It's not necessary. Good selection of bounces. I would also love... Oh, great. I can just select them. Can I double-click them to, like, zoom in on them? Excellent. That is exactly how I wanted that to work, which is always satisfying. I might as well just place you on the spawner. Want that to be deactivated, and we'll just gust you on out of there. I don't really care where you end up. I just don't want you to be there. No, that's exactly where I don't want you to be. I was hoping you would get swatted into... a spike trap or something. It just didn't happen. Oh, I don't have extra energy. There just isn't a cooldown on boot. Maybe that was the same mistake I made last time. There's a weird amount of time spent at the early part of that phase. Maybe that would be resolving spawners if there were any, but when there aren't, I don't really want to, like, wait on that. So it's a weird bit of downtime where it's, like, unclear what is actually happening. So what are the odds I can just, if he's grabbing, because ideally I would just like to ricochet him into those spikes. There wasn't a ton of movement there. It didn't really work as I intended, but that's fine. Just do that. He made that little slime. I didn't expect that at all, and if that happened last time, I just didn't observe it. Well, let's get rid of that one. The amount he bounced was so satisfying. I actually don't even know if this little baby abomination, I don't even know if he can attack the crystal or not. What does it say about him? The nice thing about being a mindless angry blob is that you can keep being a mindless angry blob even after you've been smashed into tiny pieces. Yeah, seemingly that wasn't much of a deterrent for you, was it? I didn't see that spawner right away. Oh, I can't get around with the crystal. Is that what's blocking me? I think the crystal's blocking me. I'm trying to bounce off the mushroom in a way. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't be spending this amount of time trying to perfect this. Whatever, let's try that. Okay, you just have to be touching it. You don't have to be dead center, so I can be less careful with it than I think I have been. See, I don't think I can... Well, maybe if I can control the direction. Can I use it like this to just clip you and throw you into the spikes? Hell yeah! Okay, the fact that that's a little bit forgiving is actually really nice. And it makes it a little bit more predictable, and you can play around with it a little bit more. Oh, there was another power-up on the field that looked like... Yeah. Very satisfying to just, bash things around, and now, everything's just hitting into everything. They're colliding with my people, and it's moving the tokens all around the map and everything. I definitely just want to move to here, not because I desperately need an attack boost or anything, but because that sounds fun. It's marked above my head, and it just has a little fist and a little 2 there, but I can't seem to inspect that anywhere else, and because I don't know what that is, I assume it's just raised attack. That's information I feel like I kind of need. I'm playing this for the first time, so I'm kind of attempting to give the developers live feedback as I'm experiencing things. It's not a ton of feedback, because mostly so far, my feedback is this is cute and charming and fun. So I'm trying to find little things here to comment on along the way. I think that's it, right? I've killed the enemies, or... Okay, so is this the primary objective? And then these are secondary. But the funny thing is that it's almost like I was too efficient. Should I have dragged it out a little longer and not blocked spawners to get the bonuses? I kind of feel like I'm being punished for being good at the game. A little bit. Upgrade. Could I upgrade either? I could. Is that... Oh, because he leveled up, maybe? Sprint, long range move shot. Or, so it goes from boot to sprint, is that it? And then a punch or whatever it is to critical strike or lunge. Oh, but I don't have these crystals. I feel like I would need to place those crystals or something. So yeah, this upgrade screen is also a little impenetrable because I don't really understand. It's like showing it to me when I can't do anything with it. But hopefully that comes around soon, because it looks like my guys were all at 4 out of 6 experience, so that should be coming up. What are you planning to do? Oh, he's planning to shoot my archer, so let's get rid of that as quick as we can. Ooh, I am stuck with reduced flow, so that's not coming back. Potion to heal, presumably, but I think characters have healed? Oh man, do I have to try and make it all the way over to that slime to stop him? Reasonable. More reasonable than I thought. Let's just go try and deal with that. Yeah. I just wanted to see the white on the other side of the character to know for sure. I almost wonder if the ricochet should be colored different. White is the initial, and then it becomes yellow tinted, orange tinted, red tinted the more ricochets are involved. So it's just, or like something greens, you could use shades of blues or greens. It doesn't have to be the colors I just said, but just something to make it a little easier to tell that the white I'm seeing pointing back from that angle, that's a ricochet line. It's not like an initial line. So that's one thought I'm having. Or make them thinner or something. There's a few different ways that could be represented. So first thing, I think I could just push you. Will I be injured by using a character like that. No, not even. So then I think what I will do is I will block this enemy spawner. No, thank you. And well, that's just an easy finish. You're ranged anyway, so I don't really want to be like messing around with you. Is this character also ranged? Yeah, also an archer. Oh, that's so funny that you're seeing behind them. There is like actually a direction that your characters face. The effort needed to animate the characters from both sides like that is just like a little bit extra, and I appreciate it like crazy. So what is my best bet then? I'm never gonna make it to that spawner unless we just get silly with the ricocheting for half a second. I swear it almost looked like it would work. Where was that? Let's get that ricochet happening again. Oh, come on. Scan every possible combo. Having the mushrooms be like specifically the bouncy thing is quite fun. That's just like enjoyable. I'm just gonna get you in like position more or less. Experience earned. Oh, so they did level up. They did level up. I just didn't understand the level up screen then. That's unfortunate that I kind of just wasted that opportunity to make my character stronger. Ooh, cut that out. Seemingly the characters that actually get the kills are the ones that get the experience too, because my wizard, mage, sorcerer, whatever we're calling, got experience there. Okay, suddenly there's so much going on the board. So I gotta be a little bit more careful. Do I think I could ricochet off this rock into the goblin in a way that would hurt the goblin, not me? I think I took some damage there. I definitely took some damage there. That may have not been great. But can I attack you and knock you into the spikes? Dang it, man. I was counting on that a little bit. That's a huge risk all of a sudden. I kind of can't be messing around. Oh, that rock is just slightly in the way. That is a pain. But can I gale force you into the... Oh, I hit both of them. I hit my warrior into that as well. Well, that's not great then, is it? Oh, the rock goes away, which I didn't expect. I was trying to hopefully place myself on the monster spawner there. All right, let's just try and wrap this up. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to revive a character or what. I might just be down a guy now. That would be brutal. That would be brutally punishing, actually, in this game. You might as well just like restart now if you're down 2 to 5 things on the field. I realize that little guy it isn't good for much, and he absolutely just killed himself. So that was not much of a real concern, it seems. Oh man. How do I make the moves necessary to like get rid of this slime now? I think I gotta make some like big plays. Like blasting you out, hopefully into those spikes. Oh, he stayed attached. So that didn't count. You have to ram him or deal damage. That was the game did state that, but I figured there was like a little bit of room. Can I shoot the slime from here? I can. So we can disengage that at least. I really feel like I need to cover one spawner. That might graze it. That might be slightly better. Yeah, that's all I needed. That's all I wanted from that was to block one spawner, because it's just gonna keep throwing new things at me and it's gonna get out of control very, very quickly. Oh god, that's a lot of enemies on the field at once. Maybe the game's designed that like you should have been leveled up at this point. Like you will be way better off with that. Man, because I can't attack more than once in a turn, I'm quite limited. There's no more spawners this turn. So I at least don't have to worry about that. You're just gonna shoot that crystal. I can't have that. Ooh, nope, wrong character. I think I just want to get in the way and blow hard. Can I get the little guys in there too? Not quite, but the goblin will probably bounce into them. Lots of ricocheting. Took out one guy, but not everything I was hoping for. You still have a movement, which is great because now you're better positioned to get a kick in. Cool. I actually, the variety of options when you only have 2 skills per character. Oh, damn it. They're sniping those from across the map. Survive 4 rounds. That was the whole thing. I didn't actually have to. Oh, you don't have to clear all the enemies. Okay. So now you very clearly do have a crystal. So now this is a thing. Perform a melee shot for critical damage, or lunge, perform a short move shot, then a short melee shot. Oh, I had to trade that. It became that, I guess. That does make sense. That's just more long range. Reposition shot, perform a short move, then fire an arrow. Fire an arrow in a straight line, damaging and minor knockback to all enemies in the line. I think that's more interesting, personally. And Big Gust, a wider blast of wind that pushes objects away. So you can just mess up the entire board, which seems really fun. So obviously I'm going to do it, even though I feel like I'm unlikely to make great use of it and it'll probably mess me up. It sounds fun to me. There's only the 2 crystals, so I really gotta, like, make it count, don't I? Short move, then short melee. How is that represented to me? It's hard to know. Just looking at that. Hopefully I can get at him and cover the spawner. Oh, so that was the move. So you play them out in sequence. Okay, so I didn't cover the spawner up, which is kind of too bad. I did want that. I definitely need to stop. Oh, both of you were planning to attack this crystal. Is it just one attack? Those are holes, aren't they? I would love to throw you guys into a hole. Ooh, that is nice and wide. The question is, will it move the crystal? Because I don't want that. Great. One fell in the hole. He managed to narrowly avoid it. Very lucky. And I can cover up a spawner. This is going better. This is this is closer to how I would want this all to go. That was, you could already see the piercing going on there. And let's actually get you involved yet again. Cover that corner. Much better overall. I'm being much smarter with my gameplay. Oh, he was like committed to that shot, so he actually ended up shooting at nothing there. It's great for me. Tried to get out of it, immediately tossed himself in that hole. The hazards and thing in this game are fun. The spikes, the mushrooms, the spawners and crystals are just their own separate considerations, but like the actual hazards are like quite comical. I really enjoy that. I am just gonna stay where I am and just take them out. Oh, for a second I thought I missed. The piercing threw me off a little bit. Let's just blast these slimes and kind of see what comes of that. I nearly knocked him in the hole. That would have been very fun, actually. Move, then melee. I kind of wanted it to be the other order, truthfully, because what I really want is to end up there. Okay, there's a spawner. Let's get a few people in position here, because I should be able to do all that. Oh, right, you were already on top of a spawner. That was pretty unnecessary. I guess because I can, I'll do it and see what happens. Hey, landed in a hole. Perfect. That big gust is really satisfying. I like using that one a lot. So, we have a new spawn, Archer. He'll probably just target that crystal. Slime just trying its hardest to kill itself. Right where I already was, 2 of them. I'm surprised that can happen. Oh my god, that was a lot of spawners. 3 of them spawned where I already am, so like weirdly not worth moving. But I do want to find out. I do want to play around with if I were to go grab this and then shoot, will it be 2 damage? It was. So that's cool and all. I've left a lot exposed, so debatable whether that was actually a good move in any way, shape, or form, but we'll see. Let's just try and nudge you into this hole without shooting myself into it, which is very much a risk. Can I get back to there without falling into the hole? It doesn't really show that, so let's hug the side. It, like, the predictive thing wasn't like, bam, you're going into the hole. Didn't have anything like that. Well, you can't move again. I could try and blow you and hope that you land on a thing, but just as likely I would shoot you into a hole, so let's not do that. Blocked 5 spawners. 3 enemies have gone into the pits. Lots of enemies are about to spawn. Wow, I don't know why that enemy did that. That was foolish from my perspective. I will try and sweep. Oh, I can only catch the one in that. But I managed to toss another one in the hole, which is how I was hoping that would play out, so fantastic. I will actually take this attack bonus again for the instant kill on that. You've been grappled, so you're not in a very good way right now, are you? The funny thing is that, like, he's grabbing on, so that movement ends up just being like ramming him. You end up just moving together. Can I knock you into the hole? I'm sure gonna try. I figured it would take both of these. I'm trying to use my very limited billiards abilities. Dang, we almost got him there. But that should be surviving a 4th round, shouldn't it? Maybe that was only 3? Okay, managed to clear everything that time around. I do not understand how you get crystals. Do you just get them for leveling up? That might, but then why didn't I have them that other time? Oh wait, I got another one to spend. No further upgrades there. Long range sprint it is. And now, is this the 3rd or 4th one of these? Because the game does, the demo does end. It ends here, because this is an elite unit, and I was told the demo will end at the elite unit. I think it technically loops back around, and you can keep messing around with it, but I'm gonna call it here, because I'm just trying to get a general sense of things. Play test specifically the stuff that has been like polished and is ready to share fully. All right, first things first, this is so easy to cover that I think I kind of just have to. And then, okay, I don't want to accidentally sweep my archer in that. Although, would you blow hard enough to hit the spikes across the map? That's the question. We'll find out. Okay, I got away with that. That worked out. Kind of quite luckily, really. I will sneak around to the side here, because I don't want to be on the wrong side of those spikes. Push and attack. Still within range there, so that's not great. You can move really, really, really far now, thanks to that upgrade. Let's position you right on the edge of this thing, because I know those mushrooms are going to get in the way. The crappy thing here is that I think I can hit this, but it probably won't be enough to knock it out of range. So is it even worth it? Yeah, that's what was the most important, was protecting that crystal, and I've left it. Actually, my archer, no, my warrior is going to get attacked there as well. There's that potion in the corner. Maybe I'd try and make a break for that now. I only have the 1 crystal, so things aren't in a great way. That was a risky move there, Archer. I don't really know why you did it. I have 2 crystals, but I only have 1. I guess you have 5 total, maybe? So 1, 2, 3, 4 gone, and then your last remaining one. I don't know what this is. I don't think I really want noodle arms, which is what that seems to be indicating to me. They do move slightly, I believe. even with my, like, piercing shot. So I think I should be able to just shoot you into the hole there. Yes. Killing the elite. He's being targeted. Is it just that he might get rammed into the hole, or what is the specific risk there? How do I best protect myself? I guess I just want to get into position, more or less. Couple ram attacks. Okay, I pushed him out of range of me, but he's still in range of that damn crystal, which is not how I wanted that to go. End up somewhere like there. That's not great either. Crap. Well, now, whatever. Everyone's getting blown in. At least I got him away from the crystal. None of that went how I wanted it to, but I'm pretty okay with the end result. So that was him trying to take a sweep in his general area, I think, right? Left a couple spawners exposed. Oh, come on. Come on! Okay. You can knock them loose just by ramming. So first thing first, ram. Second thing second. Oh, he didn't get knocked loose the way I thought he would. But, oh, that was not enough. Can I... Yes! Yeah! Oh, dang it, you can't kill the elite in the hole? Well, I certainly thought that would be a thing. Okay, here is where I like the locked rotations of this. It's not like the grid actually matters, and so realistically, I would rather just be able to freely move the camera around. You can do this freely, but the rotation, there's not a lot of reason for it to be locked. I would like the option. I would like the option to do fine tuning. They are lined up on the dark green grid, so I think I should be able to get both of them with this piercing shot. I'm not good at that. That's what I'm trying to do. It only took numerous sloppy, miserably failed attempts, but I got there eventually. Worth it. Alright. My 1-2 combo to get rid of him. There, at least I pushed him off. That was pretty important. And everyone's energy spent, so I can't cover up either of those spawners. He's the only one who's really, like, injured. Overall, I think I'm in pretty good shape here. Getting a little crowded. That's great. Space yourself out. That's phenomenal. Oh, you're grabbed, so I can't even gust how I want to. This you're making easy on me, though. Let's just stick ourselves a millimeter over to the side so I can get the two of you together. I need you to let go of my friend. No, thank you. I will position myself away from my allies. Let's go a little bit wide. The gust has a pretty good range on it. Two of those should end up in the hole. I missed that one, but I kind of expected that based on how that was all set up. And I still have one more movement. So I'm gonna actually mess around with it and see if I can't do a little bit of nudging. But I don't want to send myself in there, right? So, like... Hell yeah! Okay, there's still one more enemy on the map, but I feel really good about the amount of things I was able to clear out there. The combos and things in this are sick. It's so fun. No upgrades there. We would have one more here, and sprint. You would just have a longer range. And so at this point, it moves me back to the beginning. I'm back to full flow state. There's a little bit of a bug where I was warned about this. I'm not guessing, where it spawns the elite in on this opening level. So you could play around with it. It's something new to try out. But that is where I'm going to leave it. It is just a demo, but I feel like the early preview was already delightful. I feel like the art style is kind of unlike anything else. The gameplay is fresh and interesting and quite satisfying, actually. I really do enjoy that a lot. Please go check it out for yourselves. It's taking part in the roguelike celebration over on Steam. I'll have links down below. Be sure to add it to your wish lists, and I hope to see you all again soon.